Hello everyone, my name's Sophia and I'm working on a new book at the moment about helping ourselves and discovering who you really are. This audio thing on YouTube's a completely new thing for me. I'm not one of these big speakers, so bear with me. Okay, so start with a bit about me. I was a pretty lonely kid growing up. Family life was good, but I was bullied at school and only had one or two real friends. I just kind of hovered about in the middle ground. I never kind of went one way or the other. And as I got through my teenage years, I was all over the place emotionally, and especially being a girl. I wasn't too sure whether I was coming or going. Yeah, I got needy and I was always wishing for something to happen, something better to happen and come along. And I was scared. A lot of the time I was scared because there was no real direction. And I felt there was no real direction. So, I kind of plodded through my teenage years. And then at the age of 20, I had my first child. And again, it brought a lot of fear. And I wasn't quite in a place to be ready for all that. But who's ever ready to have children? If any of you have had children, it's a big shock to the system. But yeah, we've had a lot of hard times and we've had a lot of really really good times, and you learn through all them ups and downs. And since having my first child, I've had another two, so now I've got the three children, and they're very rewarding. And it reminds you how needed you are by these little people. Yeah, so it's quite humbling that you're in a place of responsibility for these kids. And I love my kids to pieces, and I would never imagine my life without them now. So they were a gift to me. So looking back to 2013, I can truly say that 2013 changed my life completely. Not necessarily me even knowing about it. Um, I met a few individuals that came into my life at a point when I was ready to accept things as they are, and they they brought new ideas into my mind, of how I should live my life, and I interpreted it into a way that I could understand and that I could accept. And it's brought me to where I am today. I was a single parent for a long time, and I went into work at the beginning of 2013, and it was very satisfying to have some worth in the workplace, or however stressful it got. That was my purpose, was to do my job and to support my family. And yeah, so it brought a lot of change, a lot of change. It also, with the people that I spoke to, it brought about the concept of the law of attraction, and meditation and motivation. I'm one of these people that sometimes it's really hard to get motivated. So it's nice to listen to someone who's motivating, just to give you that little bit of a kick. You don't need a lot because you've already got what it is inside you. You've got what you need. But sometimes being reminded of it makes that ultimate difference to your day. So I got into that. I read a lot of books on law of attraction. I meditate every day. It could be for 5 minutes, it could be for half an hour, but I use that time to keep myself grounded and remind myself of who I am and where I am, and what I'm doing. And I empty out my thoughts and clear it all out, and just have a bit of time just being me. We've all got busy lives, and sometimes it's very easy to forget yourself in amongst all this rat race that we all seem to get caught up in. Yeah, so 2013 was a massive change for me, and my friends and family have seen a lot of change and commented on it, which surprised me because during that transitional stage, I didn't actually realise I was transitioning, because I was just going down the path that I'd made for myself. I'd created this, I'd created all these people coming into my life, and I created the want to learn about me, and the law of attraction, and I went out and actively did my meditation, and so it was just a process for me that I wasn't even really that aware that I was doing. And now I'm getting family and friends commenting on how well I'm doing, which is really nice and is quite humbling to see that people are actually noticing the difference that I'm making. And there's been so much change, all for the positive, that I'm in a position now where I can help other people, and hopefully I can guide people to a better life, if you like. I was going to say existence then, but we don't exist. We don't just exist. We live. We live. Okay, so we've got the world we live in, and all these people, and you come across them, and they've all got their different ideas on life. If you ever get into them conversations, and it got me thinking about how well we know ourselves and how well we know each other. Sometimes we know other people more than we know ourselves, and that isn't the right thing to do. It's good knowing other people, but if you know yourself, and you know the nuts and bolts of what makes you tick and how you can adjust things for yourself, then the people around you and the circumstances around you, they all change naturally, because you're going down that path for you. We all, at some point, we all get feelings of like intuition, or we try and figure out what's happening in the world, or the art of happiness. How do we all be happy? And we wonder when karma's going to knock on our door, or a lot of us, we all wish when karma's going to knock on someone else's door. We kind of spend a lot of our lives thinking about things that we don't need to think about, and then all of a sudden you kind of realise that you've lost a lot of your life just thinking. This is where like the meditation comes in. It's quite good to meditate, because you can clear it all out. Okay, so I'm going to try and do a few audios, and I'm going to try and touch on a lot of different subjects about knowing yourself, and it might help you. You never know. It might give you a bit of mind food to kind of process in your own way, like it did with me. It took some time, but it all works out in the end. I'm not a great religious person, but I'm quite spiritual, and I believe that we're all a spirit. It doesn't matter what kind of exterior you decide to put out. Inside is what matters. That true spirit inside yourself, and this is why I started writing a book, which is what I'm going to kind of touch on with these audios. It's about knowing that true self, just for you, not for anyone else. It's for you. So yeah, enjoy them, and I hope you get something out of them, and have a great day.